Welcome back to Space Station. In this part, we're going to be going to Stinky Sewers, which is, in all honesty, probably my least favorite of the N64 levels in Europe. It's not my least favorite level in the entire game. We're not going to be getting to that level until much later in the playthrough. In the jungle area, actually. But yeah, Stinky Sewers. We gotta get the Rat King in order to get into his lair. The first thing that you might notice about this level is that there's no music. Besides, like, the squeaking of your wheels and, like, the water dripping, and I guess your rocket sounds, there's nothing to listen to in this level. It's just silent, and I don't really know why. I guess it was for the atmosphere or something, but it's just like, this is an N64 game. It's already not going to have very good atmosphere in the first place. You give me some music to listen to. But yeah, this is the King Rat's lair, which it's only for kings, obviously, so we can't go in there. So we gotta find ourselves the King Rat, steal his body, and then get into his lair. But first, if you pay attention to the instructions, we have to find a keycard. That is poop. Believe it or not, that poop is actually important. Also, those toxic waste barrels will actually damage you when they explode. So make sure if you want to explode them for no reason in particular, that you stay clear. Can't go under that unless we're shorter, because the dog is too tall, so we have to be the rat in order to get under there. Luckily, there's a couple of rats over here. There's also one on that pole. I don't know why it's on that pole. You'd think it'd like come down and ambush you or something, but it's just kind of hanging out. Sounds like it's not hurting me. I'm not gonna hurt it then. So now with the rat, which we haven't really used that much, we could go under there, but I guess I'm gonna explore over here first. Can't get in there without the key card, so yeah, we're gonna have to go in that area with the rat. The rat can eat the poop, though, and then he farts. Very funny. Funny fart joke. So, yeah. Gonna have to find the keycard. And while we won't find the keycard in here, we'll find a way to access the keycard in here. So, yeah. Some more rats. Rats will not attack other rats, so as long as you're the rat in this area, then you'll be good. Although they do get a bit, like, close to you sometimes. So I just gave him a little bit of a love bite. Showing off the mine a bit more closely here. You plant it, and then after a few seconds it'll explode. That's going to be really useful in this level, and probably in the next level. And by probably, I mean definitely, because I've already recorded the next level. There's another animal that can get through tight areas, the fox, which... It can be kind of hard to fight this guy if you try to take him head on with your bite attack. It's much better to just go around in circles laying mines for him to run into. We're also going to be using this tactic in the next level in order to take out a whole family of foxes. The rat can smell the poop. But I'm obviously not going to be able to eat that until I kill the fox. Luckily I got trapped between these barrels, which for some reason didn't explode for me. But yeah, that kills the fox. And now we can eat this poop. It is actually important to eat all of the poop. You're going to need it in order to get the trophy, believe it or not. So yeah, now we can get the fox. And the main reason the fox is useful over the rat... Also, rats will now attack you since you're the fox. Since I guess rats and foxes have a rivalry and they always attack each other. But anyway, the main difference between the fox and the rat in terms of maneuverability is the fact that, while rats sink in water, the foxes can actually float in water, and we're going to need to take advantage of that ability. I'm just coming back here to make sure I didn't miss any power cells or anything. I don't think I did, so I pretty much just leave at this point. But yeah, this place is very much a maze. While rats do sink in water, for some reason they don't take damage from water. I guess they figured that would kind of make it suck if you landed in water and you really could just not get out in any way, and you just drown and die. So they threw the rat a bone and made it so that it doesn't take damage from water. But yeah, we can take advantage of the fox's ability to float in order to get over here. Normally this ledge is too high up for the rat to simply roll up it. And we can't be the dog because we have to go into this tight area over here. And over here is actually where we'll get the keycard. After I try and... Actually, no, I have to kill one of these rats because there's poop over here. Which I need to eat. Very classy, this game is. Very highbrow humor. Make sure not to fall off over there, because then you'll have to go back around. It's not too inconvenient. There's a much more inconvenient spot to fall later. So, you know, this guy looks a lot more dead than the supposedly dead human in the engine room. Make sure you don't miss the power cells behind him. Yeah, that guy actually has, like, X's for eyes, and he's like, you know, he actually looks dead. So yeah, now that we have the keycard, we can get back into that door that we saw earlier. Which is right over here. For some reason, I don't think you can use this if you're either a rat or the king rat. Don't know why, but it doesn't really matter because you're never really going to want to come in here as a rat. There's a lot of health in this level, just in case you take too much damage, which, of course, I do because I'm bad. But luckily, I didn't die in this level. It can be kind of easy to die as the fox if you don't really take advantage of the mines that he has. So here's the area with the water that we need to raise. We can't get past there because all the toxic barrels are in the way. You might be able to push them out of the way with the fox. But since there's poop over there anyway, might as well bring a rat and blow it up, as well as eat the poop. As far as I'm aware, rats will never really try to bite you. They will always try to bait you into running over their poop mines. So, as long as you avoid the poop mines, then you'll be okay. I don't really know how these toxic waste barrels... I don't know how much damage they need to take, because I put 2 mines next to them and they didn't explode. And I tried pushing them and that didn't really work out too well. But I think these last 2 mines actually... Yeah, that blows them up. So I guess they just have a certain damage threshold that you have to pass. Anyway, with that we can raise the water level. But we didn't get the check mark off of that yet because we still have to raise the water just a little bit more. So let us grab the fox. And now we have a little box puzzle in here with this conveniently placed dead dog. You can't push these blocks as the fox, or if you can, then you push them way too slow. The dog can push it way faster. How did this dead dog get into the sewers? Can somebody please tell me? Like, what, like... Did somebody, like, flush their dog down the toilet when it died or something? Actually, this is a robotic dog from, like, a space station. So, that just raises even more questions. Did the rats kill him and throw the body in the water or something? That's just kind of morbid when you really think about it. There's another dead dog in this area. Maybe this is just where the rats dispose of the bodies or something. Kind of, like, disturbing when you think about it. But yeah. By those boxes is another area that we can't get through as the dog, so we have to get the fox up here. Which means that we have to raise the water enough so that he can just get up on that ledge. So there we go, that activates the big taps. And I don't really know why that's an objective, because you need to do that in order to get the king mouse anyway. Anyway, there's conveniently this guy here, which I'm going to want to lead into this area over here. I'm just making sure that this body is close enough, because I'm going to walk back to him as the microchip, and I don't want to take too much damage. But if you press this, you see there's a door over here, which just leads to another door. And you might have been able to see in the window that there's a rat in there. You're going to want to leave the racing dog there so you can use him for a fight later on. Which we're actually going to be getting to very soon. You can do that fight as the fox, but it's just a lot easier because they put the racing dog there for you anyway. So they clearly want you to do this. So here's another maze area. This is much more of a maze than the other one, and there's actually other goodies in here besides just getting to the end. There are, I believe, 2 power cells in this maze that you need to find. There's one of them. And there's some poop, so we're going to have to get back here later as a rat, which will be happening very soon. We'll have an opportunity to get a rat. But yeah, these power cells could be easy to miss. They're not the easiest power cells to miss in this level, though. We'll be getting those last. Not because I forgot them, but because they're in like the last area that you go to. So if we go over here, then we get a cinematic. And we have to fight the King Rat. This battle isn't really as epic when there's no music. So yeah, that kind of sucks that there's no music in this level. And this is why we put the dog here. Because now we can just simply go up here and just spam rockets at him. The King Rat has 2 attacks. It can use its like fart move to slowly drain your health, or it can use its da-da-da-da-da-da to make the rats attack you. Of course, if you kill all the rats, then it can't exactly use that ability. So yeah, we just save up our missiles, and then we can just kill the King Rat really easily. Very easy boss if you just use the racing dog. I was just checking to see how many power cells I needed left, because I know that there were 2 in the last area, so I was still missing 1 here. But yeah, the King Rat. It has ratty smell and rat army attack. I find that the rat army attack is not really that useful, like, at all. Because you start the next level as the King Rat, and I always try to use that attack, but it never really works. The ratty smell is a lot more useful. Although, I just don't consider the King Rat to be very good at mobility or at attacking. Just using a normal rat is a lot better for attacking enemies. But yeah, got 2 power cells left because we got that one behind the toilet. And now I'm just going back to get the rest of the poop that I need to eat in order to spawn the trophy. But I got the racing dog into that room. If you actually put the normal dog in there, you can jump onto the toilet, and you can actually, like, clip out of the level. I did that once. It doesn't really help with anything, but it's just a neat little thing you can do if you want to soft lock your game so you can, like, never continue and you have to restart the level. Well, I guess it's not soft locking if you can restart the level. So, never mind. But there's not really any reason I can see to do it unless you're just really good at maneuvering invisible walls and whatnot. Okay, this area. Do not fall down there. I didn't do it in my playthroughs that I did, but I could see it, like, the camera changed, so I thought that I was going the other way. I could have very easily swam off there, and that would have been really bad, because I would have had to go all the way back around to get back to this area. And you need the King Rat in order to get into his lair, and that's basically a shortcut to his lair, is what this area is. So do not go off of that cliff, or else you're going to have a bad time. So yeah, now we have the King Rat. We completed 2 of the objectives, and now we just need to go back to the lair, and of course find the trophy that just spawned for eating all the poop. So yeah, now that we're the King Rat, we can cross the bridge, and the rats will let us in. Easy peasy. Beautiful cover girl. I really hate the... I don't know why I said that. I really hate the fact that there's no music in this level. But yeah, these are like... Those are the most trollish power cells in the entire game. Putting them right there where you'd never think to look. But yeah, now all we have to do is get the trophy. And I spent a long time looking for the trophy because I didn't remember where it was. As soon as you leave the rat's lair, it's right to the left of it. I just did not look left. And that's disgusting. But yeah, I just did not look over there. And I just explored like the whole level looking for that thing. And I felt really stupid when it was right there. That's not the level's fault though, that's my fault. I felt really dumb for it, but whatever. Level done. And now we can move on. Still not as good as the Game Boy Color clap. But yeah, Stinky Sewer secured with 15 power cells, and we got the poop trophy, which didn't really look like a trophy in the level. It looked just like a giant log of poop, but whatever. Sure, trophy. Next time we're going to Ratomatic. But of course, we gotta do that Game Boy Color version first. Okay, so now we're gonna be doing the Game Boy Color version of Stinky Sewers, which I think this is the first time that this has been the case for, like, the whole entire playthrough so far. I actually like this version of Stinky Sewers more than the N64 version. First of all, this is like the first time where there's one less objective. We don't have to raise the water tap. So that's pretty cool. And also, there's music. There's freaking music in this level. I mean, yeah, it's just the engine room music, but it's better than just having no music at all. The engine room music probably would have fit fine in Stinky Sewers. Why didn't they not just put the engine room music in? In fact, I might just edit that to see how that would look after I'm done. I might just edit like a clip of Stinky Sewers with the engine room music and just see how that goes. But it's like, my god, there's music. It's like I'm playing a video game. That's a door, by the way. You can't go in there unless you're the rat. Also, there's the trophy. Trophies are so easy to get in this game, apparently. I don't know why I haven't been getting them until now. But yeah, you need to be the rat to get in that door. And the rat's right here. So there you go. This is even more of a maze than the N64 version is. But it's just like, man, there's music. And I didn't dislike playing this level. I thought this level was actually pretty good. It's like, my god. They finally got one right. They finally got one freaking right with this one. I just hate Stinky Sewers in the N64, so I pretty much would have accepted anything that wasn't like Fat Bear Mountain levels of boring. But yeah, it's just like, what a freaking twist that this is actually better than the N64 version. I mean, it's not amazing or anything. I still prefer most of the N64 levels to this level in this game, but it's like, it's actually kind of enjoyable. We don't really want to go that way yet. We don't want to go that way until we have the fox. And we can't go in there yet until we activate something with said fox. At least I'm pretty sure. I mean, I only played this level like half an hour ago or something, and I already forgot what happens in it. So that just goes to show how good I am at this. But yeah, if we go over here, then, and we drop all the way down, then we can get to the fox. I didn't know that you were supposed to drop all the way down. Until now, and then I'm like, okay, let me just go to the bottom. At the bottom is where we find the fox. If he'll ever show up, he's somewhere around here. There he is. The best way I found to take this guy out, because I think he just goes in a straight line, is to just lay down your poop mines. And then he'll run into them eventually. And there you go. Now we have the fox. Now we just have to get out of here. Which, it's harder than getting down, but it's not really that difficult. That and one other time are pretty much the only times I'm going to fall down in this part. Yeah, as long as you're okay at doing the teleport, then it's not really that difficult. But, yeah. I can't get over the fact there's freaking music in this level. That was always like my least favorite part of the N64 version, is that there was just no music. Mess up the teleport there, but yeah, I mean, and I like the engine room's music. I think it's really good music. Stinky Sewers in the N64 is like the only level that doesn't have music. I don't know why it doesn't. Maybe it was a glitch. I mean, this game isn't exactly like immune to glitches. Cough, cough, Fat Bear Mountain, cough, cough, but I don't know. I feel like it would have been a really simple fix to just add the engine room's music to Stinky Sewers. You know? But yeah, now with the fox, we can not go in there. Also, I went so fast that I, like, glitched this here. If I just go off screen and go back, then that fixes it. But it's, like, too fast, too quick. So yeah. Now that we have the fox, like I said before, if I can actually get up here, we now can get into that area with the water. We can get up there and go to what I guess the equivalent of the N64 level would be the area with the tap water that you're supposed to raise, but there's no water to raise in this version. So, you know, just teleport up here and then we can go up into this area. Also, I lied. I'm lying. This is where you get the keycard. And now with the keycard, you can get to the area that I was talking about before. God, I don't remember what I did in this level. Now I remember what I'm doing in this level, though. Yeah, this is basically the equivalent of the water tap room. But like I said, there's no water to rise, which is why that checklist objective was taken off in this version. We just gotta get to the tops of these two elevators and press the switches at the top in order to spawn in more elevators. Okay, well this one spawns an elevator, and the next switch opens up the door that we need to go into. So, you know, simple stuff. This isn't really a puzzle, it's more just like platforming. Kind of. You can just stand underneath these platforms and they'll carry you up most of the time. And by that I mean all the time they will do that. Except this one's the one exception. It doesn't go down low enough for that to happen. I guess they did that so you couldn't go up there as the fox, but I don't know why they would want to prevent you from going up there as the fox. But yeah, you have to jump onto this one for some reason. The only one in the level that requires you to jump onto it, I don't know why. Maybe there was a glitch or something, I don't know. I'm surprised they actually, like, bug tested. Speaking of the fox, though, we need the fox in order to go through that door. So let's just get him up here. I lied. I'm lying! No, I'm not. I just went over there for some reason. But yeah. With that switch pressed, we can go in here. I don't know if that unlocks this door or if that opens something in another part of the level. I obviously didn't even try to go in here as the fox. Also, don't hold up in that area. Because if you hold up in that area, you'll accidentally go through the door. Luckily, though, it doesn't take that long to get back there. See, even when I was recording this, I thought that was the way you were supposed to go in order to get to that area. No. That's just where you get the key card. This layout is, like, completely different from the N64 version. Like, it doesn't even have, like, any of the same set pieces. All of these rooms are completely different. It's probably the most unique level in the entire game. Also, here's the King Rat. Which can be kind of a pain to take out, but there's something that's even worse than the next level that we have to take out. But yeah. Not too difficult to kill the King Rat. He doesn't even attack you. Here's something interesting about the King Rat. I'm pretty sure he's only in this level. He's not even in the next level like he is in the N64 version. I pressed both buttons here. The King Rat doesn't do anything. He doesn't have a fart. He doesn't have like a da-da-da-da-da. He doesn't even have a bite or like a mine like the normal rat. He just doesn't do anything. This bridge is only here if you're the King Rat when you enter this area. But yeah, the King Rat doesn't do anything. So I guess that's the end of the level. I don't know. King Rat isn't in the next level for some reason. Even though the next level is called Rat-O-Matic. So you'd think he'd been in there. But, yeah, whatever, I guess. That Stinky sewer is completed. So, yay. Don't have to worry about that level anymore, although, like I said, Game Boy Color version, surprisingly good level. At least compared to the N64 version, but yeah. Next time we're going to be going to Rat-O-Matic. Let me try editing in the engine room music to the N64 version. But that sounds pretty freaking good. Why didn't they... whatever. See you next time.